I don't think that there'll ever be a time that it doesn't hurt as much.
They say time heals all wounds. But for Judy Carlick Pearson, the loss of her husband Troy still hurts a year later.
Every second of every season of every day, it's painful, not only for me, but my son as well.
Pearson was killed when Wainwright Marine's Ingenika Tugboat sank on its way from Kitimat to Kemano. A second crewmate, Charly Cragg, died as well, while a third, Zach Dolan, survived. The accident spawned calls for stronger oversight of tugboats and other small marine vessels. But 1 year later,
nothing's changed, and we feel like this is going to happen again.
Jason Woods is the president of the union that represents marine workers. He says small vessels like tugboats are underregulated and that the regulations in place aren't well enforced.
We have rules, but people aren't following them. So we have companies that have manning, that have people on vessels that train people in their job. We don't send people to sea with no training at the companies that I work for. But that's what happened to Charly Cragg. He died on his first day at work with no training.
For those family members that are fighting for justice and want to see the regulatory environment for these vessels improved, they've seen very little from this federal government.
Skeena-Bulkley Valley MP Taylor Backrack says he's been pushing hard for change in Ottawa.
These smaller vessels under 15 tons don't undergo regular inspections by Transport Canada like larger commercial vessels do. So coming up with some sort of regulatory process whereby the regulator is able to confirm that vessels are safe to go to sea. That's one of the aspects that we're looking at.
The Transportation Safety Board's investigation into the incident is still ongoing. In a written statement, the board says the investigation is currently in its report phase, which involves multiple rounds of review. It says it strives to complete reports quickly, but it must take the time necessary to conduct a thorough investigation. Once it comes out, Carlick Pearson is hoping there will finally be some answers.
We need some closure and we need some answers from Transport Canada and our government about how safe our waters are.
For CFTK-TV News, I'm Joshua Azizi.